Chapter 57, Entering the Stage Part 7. All of the Xuan Dao sect disciples became furious. They all secretly cursed Wang Lin for being too arrogant, but none of them dared to go up. Elder Aoyang and the other two elders were also frowning and looking at Wang Lin with unfriendly gazes. Wang Lin raised his head and let out a laugh. His current demeanor was exactly the same as Zhou Peng's before. He asked, "Xuan Dao sect, are you all too scared to even all come up at once?" All of the Heng Yue sect disciples became very excited and started to cheer loudly. Is the trash of the Xuan Dao sect too scared to come out? Where did all of that arrogance go? Come out. Senior brother Wang Lin is invincible. Punch the Xuan Dao sect. Kick the Xuan Dao sect. Even his spit can drown the Xuan Dao sect. Your senior brother was not good enough. Your second senior brother was also not enough. Do you guys have a third senior brother? All of you come out together. Liu Feng, come out and die. The Heng Yue sect disciples became even more rowdy, and Huang Long's smile became wider and wider, until one of the Xuan Dao sect disciples, who couldn't stand it anymore, finally shouted, "Wang Lin, you are too arrogant. It is you who wants all of us to come up. Fellow martial brothers, let's all go and beat him up." "That's right, this is his request, so it's not against the rules. Elders, let us all go up." "Elder, this Wang Lin is too arrogant. Let us all go up." The Xuan Dao sect's disciples asked to go up one by one. Elder Aoyang clenched his teeth and said, "Since the Heng Yue sect requested it, then, whoever wants to go, go up." The moment he finished speaking, 3 disciples immediately jumped onto the stage. Soon, 7 to 8 more disciples came onto the stage. There were even a few female disciples amongst them. With a shout from someone, all of them took out their magical treasures and attacked Wang Lin. Wang Lin didn't mind at all. He activated the attraction technique. He created a few giant hands and swept them at the crowd of people. Suddenly, several people were sent flying. Then, he took a few steps back and the giant hands grabbed the Xuan Dao sect disciples like they were flies and threw them into the distance. Screams came from the crowd. The Xuan Dao sect disciples were thrown from the stage one by one and were unable to get up after they landed. The more Wang Lin fought, the more he got used to it. His control of the attraction technique became even more refined, and after a while, there were only 3 people remaining. One of them was Liu Feng. Wang Lin let out a laugh and took out the last stink bomb. Liu Feng's expression suddenly changed. He didn't care about the other 2 anymore. He shouted, "Brother Wang, have mercy, I surrender, I surrender." As he was speaking, he quickly backed up and stepped off the stage. He had already seen what happened to Zhou Peng and Yang Yi, so he didn't want the same thing to happen to him. The last 2 people were Su Mu and Li Shan. Su Mu saw that things weren't going well. He quickly surrendered and awkwardly got off the stage. Li Shan's face was filled with grief. He loudly shouted at Wang Lin, come, use your last stink bomb on me." With his strength, he would normally not be the last person left, but when he got on the stage, he immediately played dead. Although he was stepped on a few times, it was worth it for the sake of his future in the sect. Li Shan planned this well. If he was also hit by the stink bomb, like senior brother and second senior brother, then he might get their pity and his beating might not be as bad. Wang Lin faintly smiled at him. He put away the stink bomb and said, "This is a treasure, so it shouldn't be carelessly used. You can get off the stage." With his attraction technique, he grabbed Li Shan like a small baby chick and threw him off the stage. Elder Aoyang and the 2 other elders were furious. They wished there was a crack in the ground for them to burrow in right now. Huang Long's face was bursting with joy as he said, "Friend Aoyang, who is the winner between the exchange of our 2 sects?" Elder Aoyang snorted and said, "Your Heng Yue sect has good fortune to have such a good disciple. This exchange is your win, but what I said before is true. All of your Heng Yue sect nascent soul ancestors are dead. All of the things you want are in this bag of holding. Goodbye." With that, he waved his sleeve, and a bag of holding flew out. Huang Long caught the bag of holding with a thoughtful expression. Elder Aoyang let out a shout, and soon, a black cloud arrived at his location. Wang Lin looked closer and found that it was the 1,000-foot centipede. Without a word, Elder Aoyang took one step and jumped onto the centipede. All of the Xuan Dao sect disciples flew onto the centipede with looks of shame, anger, and many other expressions. Seeing the other about to leave, Wang Lin's eyes lit up and he made a decision. He shouted, "Fellow peers of the Xuan Dao sect and elders, I have an unreasonable demand." With that, his body flew forward with the attraction technique and stopped before the centipede. Elder Aoyang's expression remained unwavering. If it was any other disciple of the Heng Yue sect, he wouldn't bother, but this Wang Lin's power was too amazing, so he suppressed the discontent in his heart and said, "Speak." Wang Lin looked at the 1,000-foot centipede and honestly said, "I would like to borrow some poison from the centipede. I hope Elder Aoyang will agree." Before Elder Aoyang could speak, all of the Xuan Dao sect disciples became furious. One of them shouted, "Wang Lin, don't push us too far." Wang Lin, this centipede, is one of the guardian spirit beasts of our Xuan Dao sect. How could its poison be just lent to you because you ask? You're too arrogant. Elder, this person is too disrespectful to our Xuan Dao sect. I request the elder to teach him a lesson. The other two elders both couldn't stop sneering. Elder Aoyang stared at Wang Lin with an eerie smile. "Junior, Scram, I can't be bothered with you." Huang Long and the other elders of the Heng Yue sect all stepped onto their flying swords and flew up next to Wang Lin. Huang Long said, in a clear voice, "Friend Aoyang, your Xuan Dao sect is too stingy. It's only the centipede's poison. It's not like he is asking for its life." Elder Aoyang's expression darkened. He looked around and his gaze fell back on Huang Long. He said, "Friend Huang Long, taking a bit of the poison is not a big deal, but for a junior to dare to be so arrogant is too disrespectful toward our Xuan Dao sect." Huang Long hesitated for a moment. He really didn't want to embarrass the Xuan Dao sect too much, because the news they brought was just too shocking. If the news were true, then the balance of power in the cultivation country of Zhao was going to be shuffled. Wang Lin hesitated for a while. He was definitely going to get the poison from this centipede. He said to Elder Aoyang, "Elder Aoyang, I only want a bit of the centipede's poison. I promise I won't hurt him. If you agree, I'm willing to exchange something for it."